If you can't save $10,000 each year, today I'm going to show you how. And if you're already saving and investing $10,000 each year, today I'll show you how to save even more. Hi, I'm Topher, and today I'm going to talk about level 4 of the 15 levels to financial freedom, paying minimal essentials. If you haven't already, watch my videos for level 1 through 3 and complete the budget in level 3 so that you can follow along. The link is in the description below for my free budget template and curriculum for the 15 levels to financial freedom. First, what do you think are the minimal essentials in your life? These are your rent or mortgage, food and groceries, utilities, healthcare, and anything you need to survive. I'm not trying to say don't live a fruitful life where you just drink water and eat bread and you live in a little tiny shed. I'm not saying that. But we need to think about what has society conditioned us to want and what do we really need to survive, where we can have the minimum essentials: food, shelter, water, utilities, insurance, and still have a good life. Also, minimum payments to loans such as school loans, mortgage, or personal loans. These are also part of your minimum essentials. Now, let's explore this a bit more. Do you know your values? What's important to you? In level 1 vivid vision, we talked about your dream life. It probably included some kind of house, traveling, experiences with friends and family and loved ones. That's probably what you value most. And we need to find where we can sacrifice a bit so that we get the most value out of our time and life. So in this exercise, we're going to track your actual spending and understand what are your needs versus your wants. You already had some practice in level 3 when you've made your first budget, but now we're going to dive deeper and try to understand where you can cut costs. Think of it this way: anything beyond what you truly need to survive are your wants. So let's take a few minutes to update your budget and reduce your wants, and in turn increase your debt paydown, saving, and investing. So go ahead and pause the video and take a look at your budget from level 3 and look at your flexible spending category and see where you can cut costs so that you can save and invest more. So the result of level 4 of the 15 levels to financial freedom, you have an updated budget plan and reduce non-essential spending. Here are some questions to think about. Which subscriptions can you remove? You might have a Netflix, Hulu, HBO account. Do you really watch all of those? Or can you just keep one, and then once you watch everything, cancel a subscription and then get a new subscription? Or do you have friends, roommate, or family to share an account with? Next, look at your expenses the past few months. Is there any unnecessary spending? For example, are you buying more shoes, clothes, unnecessary decor? You're probably spending and shopping because it's fun, but you're also spending money unnecessarily. Are you buying shoes and clothes when you already have a full closet? Are you buying little trinkets and home decor or kitchen supplies that you don't really need? Are you buying more and more water bottles or thermos when you already have a whole bunch? So really think about what you really need, and if you already have something, to just stop spending so much money. Next, think about your food habits. Are you spending a lot of money on expensive groceries? And those groceries, are you actually consuming and eating them? Or are they getting rotten and expired and you're throwing them out? Now, I'm all about being healthy, but you gotta find a balance between organic, grass-fed, higher quality produce, whereas other produce might still be as good and a fraction of the cost. Can you reduce eating out or just splurging too much on food? For example, my budget for eating out and for groceries for the past 5 years have been about the same. Now, I do enjoy the kitchen and cooking, but you can also learn some skills to prep some food at home and save money. Lastly, think about this idea. You want to try to avoid the identity of a mass consumer. If you think about it, society, marketing, the whole world makes you think you need to buy certain things, that if you don't have this shirt or these clothes or these shoes, or you're not eating these certain things, that you're behind or less valuable. But you gotta clear out the noise and think about Are you consuming this stuff because others are telling you? And are these things actually making you happy? Or long-term happy, not just temporarily happy? So a lot of us are mass consumers. You have all the subscription accounts, you're buying clothes and shoes, and spending money on random things every week. Because society has trained you or brainwashed you to thinking that you need all these things to be happy. Whereas spending all this money, you're not saving and investing for your future. So let's try to avoid becoming the identity of a mass consumer. Here's a pro tip. Question all your expenses, even if it's essential. For example, can your rent or utilities be reduced? So think about it. Is your apartment a bit too luxury or a bit too expensive for what you really need? Now, I'm not saying to live in a shed, and I'm not saying to get 5 roommates. Just think about, are you spending a bit too much on rent? And can you find some middle ground where you still have a room, a kitchen, running water, but you're saving hundreds of dollars each month? Same for utilities. Think about where you can save costs. Now, it might not be a lot of money, but it may add up. For example, instead of taking baths that require a lot of water, try to just take showers. Or your electricity plan might have a special where certain times of the day is cheaper, whereas other times of the day is more expensive. Next, think about how to lower your insurance. So don't be afraid to spend some time and research and shop around for perhaps cheaper car insurance. Now, you can research online, but be careful because a lot of these insurance companies market online or in person, and the cost of marketing is put back on you. So talk to your friends, family, and coworkers and compare rates. Perhaps they have a family friend or local contact that's much cheaper than the big name brands. When you shop for insurance, find ways to cut costs but still have coverage. For example, some car insurance companies give you a rate based on how many miles you drive each year. So they're going to overestimate and think you'll drive 12 to 15,000 miles a year. But if in reality you're working at home or not driving as much, your mileage per year might be 8 to 10,000. And if you lower the coverage mileage, your rate would be lower. So shop around and ask how you can lower your insurance rate. Lastly, for your mortgage, student loans, personal loans, or credit card debt, think about how you can renegotiate your loans or refinance your rate. For those of you in credit card debt, which has one of the highest interest rates, there's third-party programs to reduce your rate. So do some research and see how you can reduce your rate and spend less money over time. Same for student loans. If you had a high rate, talk to your lender right now and also do research with other lenders. Now, these are just examples of how to cut costs and reduce your essential spending. And don't be afraid to be creative and find ways to negotiate, refinance, and pay less on your loans. Here's some insight for later. In level 5, we'll talk about saving $1,000 or 1 month of expenses. This would be somewhat of a baby or small emergency fund. And if you can't save up $1,000 or 1 month of expenses, this exercise at level 4 will help you get there. Remember, we're trying to build a better future for yourself. So think about how you can cut costs and sacrifice a bit now and delay some gratification so that you can build up this emergency fund. And then at level 6 to 15, we'll build more on this foundation to build wealth, invest and save more, and get to your vivid vision or your dream life. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or feedback, drop them in the comments below. I'm going to update the content on my live stream on February 1st, Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific time here on YouTube Live. If you enjoyed this video, share this with friends and family and have them join you on your journey to financial freedom. Thanks again for watching. I'm Topher, and I'll see you next time.